What's going on, everybody? It's me again. I thought I thought we would be done with the tornado warnings, but we have another tornado warning to talk about for Arkansas County and a small sliver of Monroe County. Probably going to just stay on live until really feel comfortable that storms are done producing tornado warnings. It's frustrating. Sorry for spamming the live over and over. I really don't want to do this because I don't want Facebook to think I'm spamming pages or something. We do need to discuss this, guys. This is pretty stout circulation right here near DeWitt. This, just a few moments ago, was producing winds aloft upwards of 80 miles an hour right in here. So you can see that 70-degree marker there just west of DeWitt. So a really, really dangerous storm. Anybody in this area near DeWitt, east of DeWitt, certainly needs to be sheltered. It's a really dangerous storm, tornado or not. But I do think it's possible that we some tornado issues here. Stopping the loop, you can see the circulation. It's right here. I mean, right next to town. We can come over here to DeWitt and look at the... Give me just a second, guys. Get my bearings here. So, southeast of DeWitt is a pretty rural area. For those of you who aren't familiar with this part of Arkansas, we're starting to really getting into duck country, Delta property. The circulation is right here, though, just south of town. If you live in DeWitt, if you live on the southeast side of town, it's over you now. This is moving pretty quick off to the east. The tornado warning is mostly for Arkansas County and a sliver of southeastern Monroe County, extreme southeastern Monroe County. Getting comments, the sirens are going off in DeWitt. That's good to hear. I certainly want everyone to be sheltered anywhere near DeWitt. Let this storm pass. Tornado or not, this is a dangerous thunderstorm passing through with hail likely moving into town soon. Very heavy rainfall, plenty of thunder and lightning, and it's probably windy. Looking at the wind speeds here, these are winds aloft, but this is registering winds near 70 miles an hour. And it's aloft. That's not at the surface. The radar site's in Little Rock. But some of this is mixing to the surface, and looking at this, I think there's a good chance we could have a tornado out of this. There's the circulation there near DeWitt. I mean, it's easy to spot. The circulation's right here. Zoomed way in here. It's tracking away from DeWitt now. Folks, this is the only tornado warning in the state. For those of you who have not been keeping up with the updates today, this is the only batch of storms we have right now. Everyone else should be just fine. This little batch from Little Rock, east of the Mississippi River, we've got some developments near Fordyce and Rison. Going east of the Mississippi River, looks like we have some developments back here. We'll see if that develops into anything else. And I see the stuff near Wynn and Earl. That's going to continue off east to the Mississippi River as well. But these storms are the only mature, organized severe thunderstorms. If you live in Jonesboro, if you live in North Arkansas, if you live in Western Arkansas, if you live north of Little Rock, west of Little Rock, near Little Rock, you should be perfectly fine. So you can rest easy tonight. But this is the only tornado warning in the state. We have just a nasty, disgusting severe thunderstorm here near Lexa, Helena, West Helena, Marvell. Plenty of hail, wind-driven hail, really strong thunderstorm. And then we've got our severe thunderstorm in Arkansas County that encompasses the tornado warning. This circulation passed, looks like just south of town there. Really strong winds moving into DeWitt now. Yes, Chris. Safe to go to sleep in Jonesboro. And then we also have, we had one of these earlier. We have a severe thunderstorm warning in Jefferson County, areas north of Whitehall and Pine Bluff. These two storms down in South Arkansas near Rison, Fordyce, and Kingsland. Hell possible with those storms. Even if they cancel this tornado warning, I'm probably going to hold off and give these storms some time so I don't have to keep hopping back on and off. So, just giving you some downstream heads up. Obviously, this is just east of DeWitt now, which is in Arkansas County. And this is headed for Phillips County. Specifically southern sections of Phillips County near Elaine. Looking at my map here. Elaine, Melwood, Crumrod, and Snow Lake. Early heads up for this as this circulation tracks towards the Arkansas and Phillips County line. And then obviously to the east of that is the Mississippi River. So it will then turn into Mississippi's problem. I'm tired, guys. I'm ready to go to sleep. I'm sure you guys are too. But our circulation's right here. You can see, man, I'm terrible at drawing on here. Circulation's right here, just southeast. The town of DeWitt is right here. We don't have a whole lot between DeWitt and Elaine. It's fairly rural. There's the Dell Bumpers, White River National Wildlife Refuge, Tickner, Arkansas, which is just south of DeWitt. This is an interesting part of our state. The Delta properties, I really like it. But people still live in this area, so certainly want everyone, if you live along the Phillips and Arkansas County lines here, certainly would want you to be sheltered. Tornado or not, this is still a strong storm. You can see, looking at the analysis here on velocity, obviously, guys, this is out of Little Rock, so we're a long ways from Little Rock, but the radar beam is sampling wind speeds near 70 miles an hour possibly. So even if that's exaggerated some, there's strong wind gusts that are still mixing down to the surface. So wouldn't want to be outside when this moved in because it would probably be quite the storm. And then we have the storms here: Marvell, Lexa, Lakeview, Helena, West Helena. That's moving off to the east towards the Mississippi River now. We only have 3 severe thunderstorms. We've got this storm, number 1, number 2, and number 3. These are the only 3 severe thunderstorm warnings right now. And then, of course, we have the tornado warning, the Arkansas and Phillips County line here that's moving off to the east. Turn that light down. I look like a ghost. I'm so white on here. Yeah, Elizabeth, there's a storm near wind now. It's moving off to the east here pretty quick. It's not severe. It's just got some thunder and stuff in it. We'll zoom back into our tornado warning here. Circulation's still certainly there. Circulation's right here. It's moving off to the east. I wouldn't be surprised if they go ahead and extend this into Phillips County towards the Mississippi River soon. Yeah, it's probably storming in St. Charles. Yep. And these storms are moving pretty quick, guys. Amy says lots of hail, strong winds, and the power is out in DeWitt. I bet. Yeah, this is a pretty powerful storm moving through. Somebody's asking about Rison. Folks, if you're in Ryzen, you're kind of in between two storms here. Ryzen's right there. You've got a storm here and a storm here. I think you're safe to go to sleep. Yeah, Miss Clayton, yes, the tornado warning no longer includes DeWitt. It is moving off towards the Arkansas and Phillips County line. So it's still storming in DeWitt, but there's no tornado warning for the city of DeWitt anymore. The circulation is well off to the east now. You can see the circulation's here. DeWitt is right here, and this is moving off to the east. So you're good. And they have shrunk the polygon down to match that towards the Arkansas. Yeah, Brittany, Hot Springs is fine. Yeah, this is all way east of Hot Springs. There's nothing in Paragould. That area is good to go. This is all southeast Arkansas. I figured the power is likely out in DeWitt. We had wind speeds. I figured we had some, severe criteria wind speeds out of that storm as it moved into town. Stacy, Jonesboro, and Blytheville's fine. This is all way east, guys. If you don't live southeast of Little Rock, east of Little Rock, I see the storm near Wynn. That's moving off to the east, and we'll be out of here soon. If you don't live southeast of Little Rock, south of Little Rock, you're good. You don't have anything to worry about right now. There's nothing imminent for sure. This is all activity shoving off to the east. I'm hoping we're done here within the next hour or two. I figured we would be getting close to done right now, but these storms just will not go away. Yeah, so Stuttgart's not in the tornado warning. This is way southeast of Stuttgart, towards the Phillips County line. No, this is nowhere near Newport. This is in southeast Arkansas. There's nothing near Newport. This circulation is east of DeWitt, Arkansas, right here, and is moving off to the east towards the Phillips County line, which is right here. Elaine and area southwest of Elaine is up next. If you live in Melwood, Lambrook, Crumrod, Snow Lake, which all runs along Highway 44 southwest of Elaine, you should be sheltered because a tornado could be moving into where you live here very soon. Kara, there's just thunderstorms around Ryzen, near Fordyce and whatnot. You should be fine. It's just loud, probably noisy. So, guys, this activity is moving to the east. Everything is moving to the east. Somebody was asking about Mariana. That's moving off to the east away from you now. This activity down to the south is moving off to the east. This batch of storms back here is moving off to the east. These storms by Wynn are moving to the east. Everything is moving east, hopefully out of our state soon towards the Mississippi River. And we can all go to sleep and relax and enjoy our lives. But for now, we have storms, some of them strong, and we have a tornado warning that is approaching the Phillips County line. Our circulation's right here. Phillips County line is right here. Elaine is right there. We've got several communities that live along that line southwest of Elaine on 44. I think that's what it is, 44. Yeah, 44. So that's kind of where we're at. The circulation does not look as impressive as it did a few moments ago when it was near DeWitt, but it's still there. They still have a tornado warning up. We'll see if the National Weather Service goes ahead and expands that warning, and they did not. They just canceled it. So quick trigger warnings and some cancels pretty quick tonight too. So it's just part of it, I guess. The tornado threat, I truly don't think the tornado threat is exceptionally high tonight. With that being said, though, I'm going to go ahead and stay live. I've already hopped off a couple of times tonight. just to hop right back on the live stream. Yeah. Someone was asking about Lone Oak and BB. Guys, you're fine. This is not a threat to you right now. Back my camera up. I feel like the camera's like right in my face. But I do want to encourage everyone to. They don't have a severe thunderstorm warning up for that storm yet. I'm sure they will. They're probably working on that polygon right now. But for southern sections of Phillips County near Elaine, strong wind gust. Even though there's no tornado warning anymore, this is going to move into Phillips County near Elaine, and the winds will likely be strong. I would be surprised if there was not severe wind gust associated. And the same goes for here in northern sections of Phillips County, near Lakeview, Friars Point. It looks like there's also some strong wind gust associated here as well. 60-mile-an-hour winds. Let me switch to the Memphis radar and see if it looks any different. It might actually be closer. Yeah, I don't know. I think the Little Rock radar's got a better sample on that than Memphis. But the storms moving through northern sections of Phillips County towards Helena, West Helena have strong wind gusts too. The winds do not look as impressive as in the storms in Whitehall, Pine Bluff. As a matter of fact, the National Weather Service looks like they're going to allow the severe thunderstorm warning in Jefferson County to expire, and they have issued a special weather statement, which is a step down below the severe thunderstorm warning as that moves off to the east. I forgot my water in the living room. Dadgummit. Oh, man. Yeah, Misty, there's a tornado watch in Garland County until 2 a.m., but I think unless something crazy happens, I think we're going to be okay. And there's the severe thunderstorm warning for southern Phillips County. So, Elaine, areas southwest of Elaine, this was a tornado warning. This is what I went live for this area right in here. And this is going to continue off to the east, and strong winds are likely. I named off the communities a few moments ago. Melwood, Crumrod, and Snow Lake, all areas there just west of the Mississippi River. It's about to get windy soon. Absolutely, Jessica. Just to give kind of everybody a little bit of a reset on what's really going on right now. Folks, the only severe thunderstorms are here in southeast Arkansas. So this little bunch here of storms is really the focus. If you don't live in this area, go to sleep or enjoy your favorite talk show, because this is really I'm hoping the end of this. I can't rule out more storms developing in South Arkansas. I see the blips near Hot Springs and Arkadelphia. We'll see if that turns into anything. But if you live north, northeast, northwest of Little Rock, western Arkansas, and far north Arkansas, you're good to go. If you live southwest of Little Rock, I think you're okay too. We'll see if anything else develops. But the bulk of the concern, the immediate concern, is really what I'm referencing is the severe thunderstorms from Helena, West Helena, down through Lakeview, towards DeWitt. I know the storms near Fordyce and Risen are noisy, but and the storms near Pine Bluff and Whitehall, there in Jefferson County, are noisy. But right now, these storms are outside of producing some hail. I don't think there's severe wind gusts related right now. I think the worst of it is to the east here along the Mississippi River. So somebody commented just now and said they live in Helena, West Helena. It's storming like mad there in Helena, West Helena. Lakeview, Friars Point, Elaine, Marvell, areas east of DeWitt. Tabitha Martin says, do we have threats tomorrow? Yes, we do have severe weather chances again tomorrow. I think mainly in western and southwest Arkansas. It does not look the potential doesn't look as high as today. You know, we had a lot of big hail reports today. We've had a lot of wind reports today. We'll see what tomorrow holds, but it's May, so really can't rule out severe weather in May. We have no tornado warnings as of midnight. It's midnight, so yes, Jacksonville and Cabot is in the clear. Unless you live southeast of Little Rock, near Stuttgart, Pine Bluff, over to Helena, West Helena, you should be just fine. No, nothing in Cave City, guys. That's way north of this. Yeah, so Melwood, Wanda, we were just talking about that a few moments ago. This storm that's moving in on you now is strong. They're just southwest of Elaine. Melwood's down in here off this line. 44 runs southwest of Elaine, and those storms are moving in soon. They're in Phillips County. It does look like the rotation has went down significantly there, so the tornado warning going away does make good sense. Still could be really windy. It's going to be noisy regardless, Wanda. I want to get off and go to bed. I'm sure like most of you guys want to go to sleep, but I think once this complex moves out of Arkansas, I'll feel better because it's caused me to have to get back on a few times, unfortunately. But all of this activity is moving east. And we'll soon be out of our hair. Cassie says, what about Monticello? Will we have tornado warnings tonight? I can't say for sure, but I hope not. It doesn't look that way right now unless some stuff really gets its act together to your west. What's up, Michael? Betty says, I can't sleep knowing we can have weather. Where are you watching from, Betty? Because you might not have any chances for weather, depending on where you live. Union County. Yeah, it is possible you could have some rain and storms tonight. It is midnight, though. I feel like the odds of new storms and stuff developing pretty low. Yeah, North Chico County, you're good for now. Most of this stuff is to your north and moving to the east into Mississippi. Brandy says, hope the hail dodged Kibler. Too dark to move the truck. Yeah, you're good in Kibler. This is on the other side of the state. There's nothing there. Brooklyn says we're out of power in Hot Springs on Lake Hamilton. Did we have straight line winds? I think so, yeah. There was some severe wind gust earlier in Garland County. So that would probably explain that. Just revisiting this real quick, this is the only severe thunderstorm warning cluster that we have now. The other warnings in Jefferson County have been canceled, and these are moving out of Arkansas now, crossing the Mississippi River soon. They're moving pretty quick, 40, 50 miles an hour. So this will soon be Mississippi's problem and not ours. No offense to Mississippi people. You can have them. And then we have the storms here near Kingsland, south of Rison, near Star City. Could be some small hail in here. I don't know how big that hail is. They're near Star City, but it's currently not severe criteria. Yeah, Mallory, you're good in Jonesboro. Mm-hmm. Look at the meso analysis real quick. I'm interested to see what the surface analysis looks like. At 50 dew points in western Arkansas, that's nice. Fort Smith up to northwest Arkansas, 50 dew points, but in south Arkansas, we're still in the mid 70 dew points. Still sticky, still really warm and humid. What I can say pretty much for the time is That's kind of where we're at right now. We've got the activity here in South Arkansas, and I just messed that up. Zach, are you kidding me? Y'all don't make fun of my writing. I know it's horrible. This is kind of where we're standing right now. And I didn't include Little Rock. I don't know why. Little Rock is in the clear. I doubt Little Rock's going to have a whole lot more issue tonight. The focus is southeast of Little Rock towards Stuttgart, Pine Bluff, Gillette, DeWitt, those areas. So, yeah, no, it is late. It's crazy. I hardly got any sleep last night because of the storms. Then we had tornado warnings this morning in Mississippi County. And then once I was awake this morning, I got like 3 hours of sleep last night. We have more severe weather chances tomorrow. We can go over that real quick if you guys want. If anybody cares, you're probably so over it, you probably don't want to hear about it. But I can go over it with you guys real quick. We don't have any tornado warnings right now, so. But this is the severe weather risk for tomorrow. The entire state technically has a risk for severe weather tomorrow, Saturday, May 17th, or tomorrow. I guess it's technically today since it's now. The focus, I do believe, is going to be in western, southwest Arkansas, areas west of Little Rock. That doesn't mean that it won't storm in Little Rock. I think the best severe weather potential will be. Somebody said Hot Springs is not in the clear. What do you mean, Misty? Why do you say that? So this is just some high resolution data for Saturday, and you can see that line of storms arrives tomorrow evening. This is around 8 p.m. Southwest Arkansas, Western Arkansas. There could be some wind potential with this. I don't think the hail risk is going to be overly high, and I don't think the tornado risk is going to be overly high either. This looks like just a grungy line of storms that moves in. You can see it kind of impact South Arkansas. We could have additional activity that kind of sprouts in northern and northeast Arkansas late tomorrow night as we go into early Monday morning, with some morning storms then again on Sunday, before we have an additional risk on Sunday evening for some strong storms. So it's kind of a daily thing. We'll do this again on Monday too. So, and then might have more on Tuesday too. Oh, I see what you meant, Misty. You said Hot Springs not in the clear. I think Hot Springs is in the clear. But my line was horrible there. This activity near Glenwood and Arkadelphia is. We'll see what happens, but it's just kind of sprouting. That's going to move off to the east away from Hot Springs. So we're going to give these storms a few more minutes here and let them cross the Mississippi River and out of our hair. And I'll probably hop off. What I'll probably do is for the rest of the night, I truly don't think we'll have any more tornado warnings. I said that earlier twice, and I've been back twice, but I really don't think we will. If we do, I will likely just keep a thread on Facebook so I'm not spamming the live button. Yeah, no problem, Misty. Stop jinxing yourself. I know. I swear. I need to stop saying that before I get off. I really just want to go sit in my recliner and watch hunting shows and enjoy my Friday night. Peyton says, is Star City good to sleep? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think you're okay. I truly feel like the worst of it is this complex here from Helena, West Helena down towards like DeWitt, moving off to the east. I think this bunch, and I see the stuff down here, and it's not to say that this stuff won't be strong to severe, but I'm hoping the tornado risk stays low with it as it moves off to the east. But yeah, if you're in Star City, go to bed. It's probably pretty noisy in Star City. Brad says he's watching from Australia. What's up, Brad? Thanks for watching. Carson says Elaine is getting a lot of wind. Yes. So Elaine is right here. This storm has produced quite a bit of wind reports. Winds there 70 miles an hour. Look at that. Wow. Let's zoom in on that real quick. Lakeview, radar estimation, 73 miles an hour. Well over 70 mile an hour winds. That's aloft, not at the surface, but some of that's mixing to the surface. Regardless, it's essentially the radar telling us, hey, these winds are moving away from the radar at a pretty fast speed. I appreciate that report. They're in the lane. And that stuff is moving off to the Mississippi River soon and out of our lives. Mashana, yeah, I think Stuttgart's okay for now. You've got some storms to the south, but those are moving off to the east and not moving into Stuttgart. So for now, you're good. There's no immediate concerns for that section of Arkansas County. I will say that the southern half of Arkansas County, so Gillette and DeWitt, Elmira, St. Charles, there is storms moving out of Jefferson County now that will be impacting you soon. Pretty noisy, quite a bit of thunder. Jackie says, I wish I could sleep, but my anxiety won't let me. I understand. Just know that the severe weather risk does appear to be winding down some. I'm hoping that this is the worst of it and it's going to be out of here soon. Yeah, absolutely, Scott. Thank you for following. I appreciate it. I'm just kind of biding my time right now. I want to make sure that there's no more tornado warnings before I really sign off for the night. The tornado damage in Kentucky tonight was really bad, guys. They had a lot of really bad tornadoes. They had some tornadoes in Indiana. There was a tornado in St. Louis today. I'm not saying we haven't had any tornadoes. We could have had a few so far. We've had some really big hail today, but I feel like overall we've been somewhat lucky compared to the other states. Arkansas's had our turn. We've had some bad tornadoes this spring. We've had some EF4s, so we've had our turn. I feel like every severe weather event that we go through where we avoid a tornado outbreak is a victory, though, because it's been a tough spring. I think we're going to have a few more days with tornado potential, though, before we get to summer, which is really unfortunate because I know everybody's tired of it, but I'll show you guys real quick while we're waiting. Steven says, do you think more storms could form in the southeast, or are we done after these few pass? Yeah, I think it's always possible some more storms form down here, but I think the bulk of it is rounding out. Betty says, have you heard anything from Benton? Yeah, so we actually had some wind damage reports. I have it posted on my Facebook page, Betty. I can show you. Storm Chaser Cole Outlaw shared a report with me earlier. I'll show it to you real quick. This is from Benton. This is from Benton. This tree's down. And Cole said trees down and loose objects blown in the roadway in Benton, Arkansas. Areas along Highway 5 and Alcoa Road are without power. This is a really neat view from tonight. This is from Brenda Robinson. A cumulonimbus, thunderstorm, thunderhead, whatever you want to call it, with a Peleus cap on top. I got hundreds of pictures of this storm today. Beautiful. And then, of course, we had some really big hail today. This is from Pocahontas, which is in northern Arkansas. The hail forecast really verified well today. We had scattered storms. Some of those storms produced some pretty sizable hail near baseball size, which is what I forecasted. So there's another look at hail. This is up in northeast Arkansas near Reno, which is in Randolph County. This is hail that will hurt. And then this is in St. Louis today. Really big tornado in St. Louis. I posted on my page. This is from the Gateway Arch web camera. Super powerful thunderstorm producing a damaging tornado. Unfortunately, a deadly tornado. There were some people that were killed today in St. Louis because of this. So that's really sad. Hate to hear of any casualties from tornadoes. But I already did an update on tomorrow. Mashana, I'll have an update in the morning on what to expect in the morning. I would like to see some more data in the morning anyhow before I make a big update, because models, I don't know, they're sketchy sometimes. It does look like we have a storm forming there southwest of Hot Springs, so we'll have to watch this. Here near Glenwood, it's going to be moving off to the east, so if you live in Grant County or Hot Spring County, live east towards Sparkman and Carthage, over the next hour we'll have to see what that does, but hopefully it doesn't spread into much. Fire Alarm says there was a tornado that ripped through Somerset. He's talking about Kentucky earlier. Please keep everyone in your prayers. Over 250 people in the hospital. Wow, I did not know that. I'm sorry. That is not good. Not good at all. That was a strong tornado for sure. Okay, guys. I think I'm calling it. I think I'm going to call tonight. If we have any more tornado warnings tonight, I'll likely just do a thread on Facebook, post on Twitter, do my usual roundup. Unless it turns into something prolific, that needs live attention, live feed updates. The chances of that seem extremely low, but I guess never say never with Arkansas. So I think I'm going to hop off here and go try to relax a little bit, because we have more stuff tomorrow. I'll have updates on the severe weather potential tomorrow in the morning. I'm going to try to get some sleep tonight. I didn't sleep much last night. Try to get some sleep tonight so I'm good to go tomorrow. And I will catch you guys tomorrow. Hopefully I don't see you again on live tonight. I don't think I will, but I said that earlier too.